thanks to all our active patrons who have contributed a lifetime of $100 or more to reach Garuk Dong level status.
Here is the list of those special patrons in order of contributions.
If you would like to support our show, check out the Commander Smiths at patreon.com.
Nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to.
Ooh, welcome to the Commander Smiths.
We are the Commander Smiths.
I'm Adam Smith.
I'm Lowry Smith.
Don't worry.
We're cousins.
This is episode 321 on Tuesday. We don't get a lot of the Tuesday cast very often, so we got a little extra time to prep for. What are we doing? We're gonna get right into it. Actually,
we had extra time, so that's why we did everything 10 minutes ago.
Shh, don't tell.
What are we doing today? We're doing the top 10 cards for Commander from Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I got used to I call it Thunder Junction, and
there's the Outlaws.
It's not the Outlaws. Yeah, I could not find it on like the Card Kingdom thing for a little bit. I'm like, oh yeah, all right, let's start calling it the right thing. Yeah, so top 10 Commander cards. We also have Savant, right?
Yes, we do. We have to decide on that. We didn't actually. Oh, that was one thing we forgot to talk about beforehand.
That's all right.
We have to add another card.
We went up to the time, and then.
Well, we have to add another card to the ante because we are on. This. I think if you get it right this week, is it a record? Have you gone more than one when we get to the?
Thanks. I don't know.
No pressure. So
I don't think so. This is
where it ends.
This
is where Larry comes to die.
My old friend.
So this is week 7. And Ken Dahmer, I think it is.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds right.
Hopefully, no.
I remember us butchering that last week.
No other Dahmer, but he is going to try to stump you here. And so we have the two prizes, which is what is it? Meticulous Archive, and foil, which is Surveil Land, and then the Trouble in Pairs foil. Proxy, and then we got
something else.
Something else. We'll let you guys know.
Well, if I win, it's gonna be awesome. But if we lose, it's a royal we. But
we'll give you a basic land.
Right. We'll sign it and we'll draw on it.
Then it's worth less.
That's what you get.
So we're gonna do this a little different this week. We're gonna do kind of what we did last week. We're gonna jump right into the topic instead of BSing around.
Do we also have results for the?
Yes. We'll get to that.
Tournament?
I think we do that after, once we do our little break of tags, and we'll do that, and then we'll do Stump the Smith Savant, and then kind of end the cast there. Right?
Sounds good to me.
Sound good? All right. See? Working this all on the air. That works.
Got it.
All right. So, let's see here. I got to end some stuff here because I'm not able to see everybody's stuff here. God, stupid technology. Whatever. I'm not messing with it anymore. Okay. So, should we just get right to it then? With
we can.
Top 10 Commander cards. I actually should probably pop over to
Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Okay, so we've done this quite a bit. We do normally the Fave 5, which is our favorite 5 commanders. We did that a couple weeks ago, and then we had the Secret Lair last week.
We jumped the gun a little early on that. Yeah, we missed some, right?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, there was some.
That's all right.
There were some other ones that are pretty sweet, but I don't think it changes what we were gonna build, though, right? You didn't add anything to your list on there, right?
No.
So I think we're fine there. But top 10 commanders or top 10 commander cards. It's basically everything except we aren't talking about the commander precons. So if you want to see the best cards in that, make sure you check out the video from, when did we do that? Thursday, right? It was Thursday. So Thursday we had all those. We talked about 3 cards from each deck that we thought were really good. So that's kind of, some of those could have made this list, but we already kind of did that. So make sure you guys check that out. All right, so
are we doing something Thursday for that too?
Oh, yes. I mean, we're starting this late. That's the hard part. We want to do the upgrades. Let's see how that works out. We're going to try to get it.
We're going to do upgrades.
We're doing upgrades.
But we don't know when we're going to.
Is there a way to upgrade those decks can we get like $100 budget because they were bad? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if they were bad. It's just the value wasn't there. Value doesn't mean that they're bad or good. It just they were bad in value. So, but yeah, so we'll let you guys know. Really, what you got to be is a part of the Discord, or at least subbing, be a sub on YouTube, because then you'll find out exactly when those videos will pop up. But we'll do that hopefully this week, if things work out right. Yeah, so let's get to this, the top 10 here. Do you want to start off 10? I think I started last time, or do you?
We can. I don't know how you remember that ever. But we'll do. I'll do honorable mention.
Oh yes. Do you want that to begin?
So it makes the list. We're just not going to talk about it because it is already kind of a card in many different ways. But it's Lava Spur Boots. 1 out, 1 to equip, and then the creature gets haste +1/+0 and ward 1. That is competing with Swiftfoot Boots, Lightning Greaves. It's not something that we really want to talk about, but I mean, it's in there.
Can I talk about it just for a second?
Yes, we are. All right, number 11.
No.
Boots.
The only reason I want to talk about it is because this is a hashtag Urza's for life card right here, because this is going to go in a lot more decks for me, because I can go get this MFer and put it on my stuff. So hashtag Urza's for life. Wait, I should get your button. Sorry, there it is.
Get the fuck out.
So fine. This is another target for it. And to be honest with you, because I play with Urza Saga a lot, this might leapfrog. Don't yawn. This might leapfrog.
That was a real yawn. It was a lawn yawn.
That was a lawn yawn.
Wrong.
But
yawn.
so this is gonna overtake maybe my the whatchamacallit, God, Lightning Greaves. God, brain fart. So I might play this over that, because I can go fetch it, and it gives it haste and ward, and gives a little boost to it, and it's only an equip 1. So that's all I wanted to say. So I'm glad.
So it's number 11.
That's why I wanted you to talk about it too. I was like, yeah,
it's real good.
Here's this. All right. So since you talked about that one, why don't you talk about our number 10 actually too? Because I kind of stole the
all right.
spotlight.
Number 10 on our list of 10 is Vraska Joins Up. This is green and a black enchantment, legendary enchantment. When it ETBs, you get a death touch counter on all of your creatures. And then whenever a legendary creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. And that's just green and a black. And I think the big thing here is, like, a lot of the joins ups are kind of expensive, and this one just seems to be 2 mana.
Yeah.
They're all pretty cool and interesting. There's a cycle of it. It doesn't
seem to be 2 mana. It is.
It is. Yeah. But the others, like Rakdos is at 5. And not saying that they're not worth it, but whenever you have a card that says, like, has repeatable draw, and it's not relegated to, like, once per player or once per turn, or right. It's, if you have multiple legendary creatures, and there are multiple decks out there that are green-black legendary matters.
Yeah. And this is legendary in itself. So right. In those decks, like the Joda decks or whatever, this is going to work well in that, because you're also getting the legendary trigger from this, or Sasea or something like that. You're getting that trigger from that, and then you're playing a whole bunch of legendary stuff. At the very least, your commander is going to get you to draw a card. I mean, if your commander's your only legendary, yeah, it's going to draw your card. But then the other thing is, if it's a token deck, you just put Death Touch on all these little fucking tokens everywhere.
Right.
So for 2 mana, like, that's kind of insane, actually. Like, so that's.
Right. It just seems like a ton of value to be had, and just. You're gonna be killing creatures. You're gonna chump block. They're gonna question if they want to block your legendary creatures, because no matter what they block with, it's going to die.
Yeah.
So I dig it a lot.
Yep. Okay, so that is number 10. Let's move down to number 9. Right? Yeah. It's our first of many of the mode stuff. So we got Rush of Dread, and this is 2 black and 1 colorless, and it has Spree, which is choose 1 or more additional costs. So you can add 1 colorless. You can tap that 3 and not pay anything else, and then nothing else happens, but you still cast the spell. But if you pay 1 more, target opponent sacrifices half their creatures they control rounded up, or you can pay 2 more. You can pay 2 more. Target opponent discards half their cards in their hand rounded up, and or pay 2 more. Target opponent loses half their life rounded up. So there's a lot here that's going on. I think when we talked about this pre-cast, there's two of them that stand out more. I mean, what are the two that you think that stand out the best out of these?
Yeah, the paying one, target opponent sacrifices half their creatures, so that's at 4 mana, 2 black, 2 colorless. And then the third option of paying 2 more,
5 total.
3, 4, 5, 6. What?
Where you're saying
no, the first option, having the
sorry.
first option is just 4,
Sorry, I thought
which
you
is
said
somebody
the +2,
the
yeah.
target opponent is sacrificing half the creatures.
Yep.
And then also tacking on 2 more for the bottom option, which is target opponent loses half their life, rounded up. You like the 5 the total 5, and that's just a good card right there. Target opponent loses half their life for 5 mana.
Yeah, that's decent right there. Yeah.
And
then,
for 1 more, they can sacrifice half their creatures.
yeah, and you can go to
somebody discarding half the cards in their hand. That one seems.
It depends. The nice thing
seems like a lot unless somebody's drawing a ton of cards.
I think the other thing that's really nice with this is like it doesn't have to be the same person, you know. So you can be like,
yeah,
you're losing half your creatures, you're losing half your life, you're losing half your your cards in your hand. Just like it's an Oprah card in a way. So
right.
this,
just piss off everybody. That's what.
Just make sure you hit the biggest threats for each one of these. So that so this one, I think out of the mode ones, we don't have all the mode ones in here, but this is I think we're only missing one of them. Well, there's multiple modes because there are the uncommon ones as well. We have the rare ones in this. So, all right. So this was number 9. Let's move down to number 8, which people might be surprised because this is one of the top cards value-wise in the set.
This one's going to be Gold Vein Hydra, X and a green. And you put X/1/1 counters on it. It has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. It is a Hydra. But here's the key thing. If it dies, or whenever it dies, created a number of tapped treasure tokens equal to its power. That's the big wow.
Right.
But also just whatever size creature with Vigilance, Trample, and Haste generally is pretty good.
Right.
It's aggressive. It can sit back and block. And that's how you can get rid, like have it die.
Yeah.
Goes great in like sacrifice decks. It's shitty in a reanimator deck.
Right. But yeah, no, getting this out, I mean, late game's amazing because the fact that it has haste and the vigilance being able to sit back and block as well, like this can be a huge beater. You can pump all your mana into it, boom, just swinging for 9-10 damage, and they might want to kill it because you got a big fatty, and then you get treasures in return. I noticed that we're getting a lot more of this. They don't want us to break treasures anymore, so they have to come into play tapped, so they don't let you break it that way.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine with this creature here. So for 1 and X, this is pretty ridiculous, but it's definitely going to go in those Hydra decks. The X, what's the deck that you have with the X spells?
Oh, Magus Lucia Kane.
Yeah. Does that green?
Like
that has
anything
green in
that's
it too,
dealing with X
yeah.
spells, Hydra, Quinn's deck, whatever the hell that one was called, the one with no lands and Hydras.
Yeah, with no lands. How does he even cast anything?
How does he do it?
Every time we play him, it's like 1 less land in the deck. It's ridiculous. All right, so that is number 8. Next is another green card here. It's free. Oops, I almost did that wrong. Free Strider. Free Strider Lookouts. This is 2 and 1 green. It's a human rogue with reach, a 3/3. Whenever you commit a crime, which commit a crime is a new thing in this. It's basically whenever you target opponents' things. So when you target opponents or anything they control and or cards in their graveyards is a crime. So whenever you commit a crime, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield, tap, put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. It does only trigger once each turn, but most likely you're going to be doing a spot removal. Kind of nice to like go hand in hand. Like, hey, I'm going to remove your creature and I'm going to get a land that comes into play. So I'm going to ramp myself as well. So you can do it on other people's turns, just you can't do more than once on your turn. So
like Deathrite Shaman seems crazy with this. Like you just wait, you can remove a creature, gain 2 life and go put a land into play for a green. Like it's It's gonna be really good with that.
Yep, scavenging news type stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is number 7. So where are we at? There we go. Number 6.
Is this me? This is
Yeah,
me.
this is you.
All right. We're gonna go with Smuggler's Surprise at number 6. This is the green spree that people knee-jerked about. I think it's decent. I don't think it's crazy, but it's 1 green instant, and then it has spree. So you can add 2, and then you're going to mill 4 cards, and you may put up to 2 creature cards from among the milled cards in your hand.
Creature and or land. Just so
Or land.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you can pay and or 5 and put up to 2 creature cards from your hand into the battlefield. And or 1, and creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn.
And
what do you like most about this one? Because it's basically like 6 different cards in one.
Right,
But
right.
really, it's just kind of
We got, like,
one.
tooth and nail. We got I think I'll use. I mean, I'm definitely going to use this with Blanca. Because Blanca's gonna, but the thing is it's like I'm not gonna use the first 2 modes because Blanca's mainly he's pretty much the only creature in the deck. So maybe I use the first mode by milling 4 and getting some lands out of that. Maybe, I don't know. But I think.
But would you actually put this in Blanca because it doesn't target Blanca?
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, creatures you control with power 4 or greater. That's
still
not
protection,
targeting.
but
No, then
green
I wouldn't.
has plenty.
Right, that's what I'm using. I'm using spot targeting. You know, the target creature gets hexproof or indestructible. So, yeah, that's what I would be most intrigued about. But the fact that we have a little bit of a handcuff with the power 4 or greater,
Right,
kind of stinks a little bit. It's still
and just think
still
about how
decent.
much better, elemental bond is in the enchantment part of like. Whenever a creature of power 3 or greater comes into play, you get to draw a card. And Garrick's Uprising, which is power 4 or greater, you get to draw a card. And like that's a huge
That's a big
difference.
Yes, with 1 power,
Big
it's so
difference.
much big. Yeah, it's so much bigger difference.
And so I'm not going to say that this is a bad card by any means. And I wouldn't say this is a bad tooth and nail.
Right.
And it's a bad heroic intervention.
Right.
But the ability to kind of do it like both those cards combined is at least very interesting.
Right. It's like we've always said, the mode stuff, we really like it because you do have options. It depends on, like, I love that having that option because all games are different. And so certain games you might need the one option more than, 9 times out of 10, but sometimes the other mode will work out really well. Or you can even, intertwine or not intertwine, it's spree. I mean, it's kind of entwine or whatever. But use those to get to. The hard part is the playing 2 creatures from your hand at 6. Just that one. It's unless you're just playing big stompies. It's like, are you going to have any creatures? You might be able to cast those 2 creatures for that amount of mana anyways without doing this. But it is at instant speed.
It is a nice way. Yeah, instant speed, 6 mana,
So
put a fatty and a utility creature into play is not a bad deal.
Right. Yeah.
So, and again, it seems like if you can hit something if one of these aspects of the cards of spree are really good, then that makes the card good.
Right.
And then everything else kind of, and so I think both of us, the green and a colorless, the bottom option of creatures of power 4, hexproof, indestructible, like that's kind of the key. Does your deck want that? Then you can move on. Because again, if you have creatures of power 4 or more, then the middle 5 spree part becomes more relevant because the creatures probably will be bigger.
A lot bigger. Yep, that is a very good point. So yeah, that's
and
good.
So if you're playing like oh,
that one.
Yep, that one. I mean, it can't be an X-Spell deck because the putting creatures into play is bad at that point. But more than likely, they're going to have greater than 4 power, so it's probably good enough just to have in there.
I mean, it is in the right color with green stompy stuff, so I mean that helps there. So you can get your
it's solid.
Yeah.
It's a solid. Is it a second option next to heroic intervention when it comes to protection? Like it's not even on that level, but is there something that competes in that second slot?
Not in green necessarily, I guess. Yeah, you're probably right, because everything else is more spot.
Individual.
Yep. Or
Yeah.
not the indestructible or not the hexproof. Like it's one or the other. This one gives you both,
Right.
which is kind of nice. But yeah, heroic is just so much better, not because of the 4 power. Like it's all your permanents.
Right.
So
All your
it's-
permanents.
Yeah.
Gain
It's
indestructible.
like you said, it's a
Hexproof.
it's a
Heroic
huge
Intervention's a
step.
stupid card.
It's a huge step forward, but yeah. So this is your poor man's heroic intervention in a way. So all right,
Right. As long as it's cheap.
right.
Hopefully.
Well, I don't
What
know
is
what
it
the
right now?
price-
What's it say right there?
I have to zoom out here. It says it's $5 right now, so that's not terrible.
You can get heroic for like 6.
Yeah, that's a good point
So-
because they keep printing the crap out of it. So
Yeah.
all right, so we move on to number 5, and that one would be me, right? Yes. It is another mode, and this one is the Great Train Heist, and this is for 1 red. It is an instant, also with spree. The first spree is 2 and 1 red. Untap all creatures you control. If it's your combat phase, there is an additional combat phase after this one. And or +2 colorless. Creatures you control get 1/0 and first strike until end of turn. And or 1 more red. Choose target opponent. So I would hate to be the opponent that gets chosen here, but choose target opponent. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to that opponent or that player this turn, create a tap treasure token. So for let's just say this, you're tapping 2, 4, 5 total, picking that opponent. You're getting an additional attack phase, and every creature that hits, you're getting a treasure that's tapped. They're getting double whammied like crazy. I mean, what you could do is spread it all out in the first attack to see how everything goes, and then you get the second attack, and then you just swing in at one of them and just go to town. So this is
Right.
This-
Figure out.
yeah, this is good.
I like it.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite spree card personally, and just picking option 1 and 3. So 5 mana to have an extra combat along with creating treasure tokens seems really good for 5.
I mean,
adding the 2 in there, you're doing that just in case your creature's gonna die and you think the first strike's gonna save you a bit.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, I play cards all the time with that, with the additional combat, and
Yeah.
they're more expensive than this, you know. So what is it? What is it? Brutal. What is that one called again?
Beating?
Brutal beating. Doesn't that have? Yeah, that's the spell. That one has the entwine, or is it beating?
Oh.
Or is it-
The
or
one
is it-
has
no, it's savage beating.
Savage
beating. Yes, that's
There
the
we
one.
go.
Yep.
whatever beating is going on, we don't like it. But yeah, it's 7 mana.
So yeah, that one's a lot more than this one. So yeah, this one's a solid card. You might kill one player though with this if you're just targeting that player. So it is not our top one though. Our top one is the next one. This is our top spree spell here.
We're going with the white one here, and that's going to be called Final Showdown. And for one main reason, kind of what we talked about with the green one, but it's a white instant spree. So and or 1. Well, this one has me, but just so for a white and a colorless, all creatures lose all abilities until end of turn. This seems like a really that's the aspect that we both really like.
Yeah.
And that's the unique part for 2 mana instant. That's a good card.
Oh,
And
that's a good
then
point.
and or 1, choose a creature you control. It gains indestructible until end of turn, which is decent, but 2 mana to do that effect is eh. And then you can and or 5 mana destroy all creatures.
Here's a question. I'm guessing you order these the way you want, right?
No.
Well, because
It goes in order of how the card is.
Okay, that's what I meant is like you don't want to give your creature indestructible and then have all the creatures lose all abilities because
Right,
you
right.
wipe out your own creature if something's getting destroyed. Yes, Robocop, you did ask about the heist card. That is probably a good card to go to Ansreg, so I might look into that one, the red one we just talked about. But this one, for 2 having like I've seen so many games. What's the black one that has the split second that gives all creature or all
Sudden spoiling.
Yeah, that one just wrecks. It completely flips games where somebody's about to win, and then it's just like boop, all O2s or whatever, and they lose all abilities. Like this, all creatures losing abilities is huge. And then, I mean, that destroy all creatures that you're going to use in a huge pinch, but you can use it all together. Like if they all have indestructible, you're getting around that, you know?
When we were discussing this, I think one of the things that I missed was, because I was like, 6 mana to destroy all creatures is bad, right? But this is very much on par at instant speed. That's the part I didn't think about.
Oh, that is a good point. Yeah, when we talk, I didn't even think of that either. Yeah.
So if you're paying 6 mana at instant speed, destroy all creatures,
That's
like
pretty solid.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it is. And then just one extra, and if anything had indestructible, you're just wiping them all out. So yeah, it's another extra. Just pay one more again. You keep one.
I like that it takes away indestructible. And then it gives one to your guys, and then it destroys all creatures. So you're going to leave one behind. You're going to get everything.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, unless it gets countered. That's the only way.
Unless the Furious Protection happens.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But this is a good card.
Yep.
This is a good card.
Definitely dig that. All right, so now we get into the top 3 here. First on the list is one of Lowry's favorite cards of all time. He does some shenanigans.
No,
Mr.
not
Jit.
this one,
well, I know, but Mr. Jit is back here. So we have the Lost Jit. This is also hashtag Urza's for life.
Get the fuck
out.
You can get it for 1 because it's 1 colorless for this artifact, this bad boy. It's also an equip 1. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage, again, it doesn't have to be to a player. That's the gold thing, the awesome thing about Jit, the original Jit, Umezawa's Jit, is it doesn't have to hit a player. It just needs to deal damage. You put a counter on this. You can remove a charge counter from Lost Jit, and you can choose one. You can either untap a target land, you can make target creature can't block this turn, or you give a 1/1 counter to your equipped creature. So what does the other Jit do? Like, what does the old school Jit do?
The other one is 2 mana to come down, 2 mana to equip, and then if it deals combat damage of any type, then you get 2 charge counters on it. But then it's like your creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, or -1/-1 until end of turn, or you're gaining 2 life.
Yeah, so it has a little bit of temporary pump where this has permanent pump.
Right.
It has a little bit of removal where this has evasion, and then this also has the you're gaining life, and the other one you're ramping in a way. You're untapping lands, able to play more stuff with that. So yeah, this one, and for being so much cheaper, 1/1/1/1/1, everything is 1. Actually, that is kind of, I'm just noticing that because the other Jit is everything's 2 in that one.
2/2/2/2.
Yeah.
No, the -1/-1 for the
it's minus
creature.
one. So this one is 1 everything. You get 1 counter, untap 1 land, 1 creature, 1/1, equip. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. So yeah, I like this one.
I think it's different enough to really make it interesting. Like untapping a land is ramp and a non-green spell. For the original Jit, the stuff that I like doing is double strike, a creature with vigilance, proliferating is good. The other thing about this is you can attack with a creature to get that counter, and then it's cheap enough to just move over real quick on a bigger creature.
Yeah, that's a good point.
To be able to block with. It doesn't have to be a bigger creature, but something that you are wanting to block with, and then you get another counter on it, and the counter goes on Lost Jit or any of the Jits instead of on the creature. And that's, I think, the big difference there is the creature can die. You still have the charge counter on it to be able to do the ability of whatever it is.
Yeah.
So
and this one's for you, Cole.
Get the fuck out!
Hashtag Team Force Walk.
All right, now we get into our top 2, and Larry, you were on this one. It is yet another.
All right. I'm a sucker for these, and so I don't know if this is actually good or not. I just push for it, and I don't blame Adam if we're wrong, but I am pretty sure we're not wrong. It's Sword of Wealth and Power, 3 mana, 2 to equip. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has protection from instants and sorceries. And so that means any spot removal, any damage wraths like Blasphemous Act, that has protection from that. And then whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and The next, whenever you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. Like there's such a difference between creating a treasure and copying the next spell. Like there's no limit on what's your next spell. We're gonna help you cast it, not a lot, but
it's nice that the treasure
if it's
doesn't come
something
in
nuts,
tapped.
it's something nuts.
Right. My only beef with this one is the evasion part. I don't know if we had this discussion on cast or if this was just me and you talking about the swords and all that stuff. But that was my only beef with this one, is that it's harder to get through to get that trigger, but it has one of the best protections, because most of the things that are removing with the other swords, it's dependent upon colors. Most of the things that are removing stuff is an instant or a sorcery. Not a lot of times you're getting a permanent or whatever. I mean, you can still get wrath because it's not going to affect that. But anything that's targeting or doing damage, you're protected. And all those, this is one of the better ones for protection. I just don't know how easy it's going to be to get through. So I want to see how this one plays out. I mean, you can always find a player that is untapped or
and that's kind of a big difference is if you sit down with a sword of X and Y with the protections, it's not always going to be super relevant, but you can sit down and kind of like attack the mono red player with a sword of fire and ice,
right?
Because that creature is going to get through. You're going to have that effect happen. This, it's going to be really hard to remove, but getting in that damage, like everybody plays instants and sorceries. That will always be relevant in every game.
Yeah.
The problem is that you can't just pick out a player and be able to deal damage through it. And that's going to be an interesting bit right there. I agree.
Here's one thing I would probably say that you're going to see this a lot is like in like Simic decks where you're playing more flyers and it's a spell slinger type of a thing going on. And so you're putting this on evasive creatures already. And then you're getting the bonus from your spell slinging, because you're getting in. You put it on those drakes. You're putting them on those creatures. You're finding that one player that doesn't. I mean, there's a lot. Most players don't. I shouldn't say most, but in a game, if you have a flyer, you probably can hit somebody.
That's true.
There's always one person open if they're all four players are in the game still. So
yeah,
I think you're going to see
two color blue. So like red blue has plenty of Is it,
or I said
Simic, Azorius.
I meant is it. I didn't mean Simic. So yeah, I meant is it. Not
but
green.
Simic I think is a legitimate thing. Like, and black blue.
I was specifically thinking
but they have
drakes. Yeah.
Yeah. So I totally agree with that take. Like, if you have a creature deck if you have a deck that has flying in it, it becomes a lot more relevant.
Yeah. Or don't want to say it. I mean, forest walk stuff, I guess, maybe, or
hashtag team forest walk.
Get the fuck out!
I didn't want to walk into that. All right, let's get to our number one card, and let's see here if I can. I don't even know how to say it. Oh shit! You're gonna have to get the old button out.
Fomori.
Thank you, Fomori Vault. I knew that's what it said. So Fomori Vault. Comes in, it's a land, and you can tap it for a colorless, which is nice. Or you can tap 3 and discard a card. Look at the top X cards of your library, where X is the number of artifacts you control. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So you're probably playing treasures. I mean, this is going to go hand in hand with obviously artifact themed decks. But if you just have like a smothering tithe, like think of, Cole, he's on here right now. Cole probably has this in every single deck, because every time we played Commander the other weekend, he had Smothering Tithe out in almost every single game, even when he wasn't playing white. It was like, how are you cheating this out right now?
Fairly sure that's cheating, but that's
but treasures are in games, like artifacts are in games all the time. And so
clues, food, just your ramp in non-green decks, like paying 3, discard 3, look at the top. Like what's the worst part? I wouldn't do this at like 2, but would you do it if you had 3 artifacts or 4 artifacts? I think 4 sounds reasonable, and I think that can happen a lot.
Yeah, being able to look at a bunch
so
of stuff.
it's not just a draw a card thing, it's look at those cards and put one into your hand. So
Cole, you just cheat. That's all it is. Yeah. So I think this is gonna go in a lot of decks. I don't know. Like, are you gonna shove this one in a lot of your decks?
Yep.
Okay.
That's something. Well, number one, because it also is a little bit of a discard outlet for my decks, and I kind of play in the graveyard a little bit more.
You like that.
But really, when you're talking about like even drawing a card, like War Room is pay 3 and X amount of life, and you're just drawing a card.
That's what I was gonna use for my example of when we were discussing this one.
I think that's a legitimate, and War Room's great.
Yeah. It's using a lot.
And so is this better than War Room? Discarding a card versus the life, but you get to see more cards.
You get to see more, but then you get a card advantage, but you don't get to see a bunch. So smash that like button. Thanks, Bill. So I go hand in hand, I think. I guess War Room is dependent upon how many colors you're playing and all that. So maybe this takes over the ones that you're, because War Room's based on if you're in 1 or 2 color decks.
Colors. Yeah.
Is it based on how many colors you have, or
how many you have? Yeah. So if you're a 3 color deck, you're paying 3, losing 3,
okay. So
and drawing a card.
Yeah.
And so that's where it kind of gets a little touchy. Like if you're not in life gain, that can.
Right. So I probably would use War Room more in like 1 and 2 color decks, and then this one maybe in the other color.
3 plus.
Yeah. So this definitely going in my Curie deck because that's all treasures and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet. Well, guys,
you sit down, you're going to look at 10 cards and pick one. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, that does sound
right.
Good. But yeah, like, you mother. Fuck. We just hit it. And we aren't before the other.
We aren't.
Dismissive.
I guess we got a break.
Josh, where did you came out of nowhere, Josh? Damn it. I was not expecting to
go. Hi, guys.
No.
Son of a gun. All right. It looks like we're doing Malort.
No.
I think this is appropriate since we're not talking about why we're a day late, but $1 short. Wow. Okay. Are we done doing this?
Yeah. If there's any others that you guys think that we missed, again, if there were any in the commander decks, we already have that video. Check that out. It is from last Thursday. It's about our is it worth it for the commander decks. We go over each deck has 3 cards we liked. A couple of those might have made this list. I actually liked a lot of those. There's Bounty Board, I think, is one of my favorites from the commander decks. But check those out because that's where you can see all those. But yeah, we'd like to hear if there's some other ones that you guys liked more than the ones that we had here. We had a big list. There was a lot to choose from this. Yeah. More than we normally do. Normally, like, we'll send our lists over, and it's like...
Normally, we have, like, 8 overlapping, but then there's, like, 1 or 2 that we're disagreeing on.
Yeah.
And this was, like, 8 overlapping with 8 extra on each side.
Right. And I was like, how do we get this down to 10? So... all right, so that'll do it there. We're gonna move into our tags and stuff, but we're gonna actually get the drink here going because thanks, Josh.
All right,
you can just come out of nowhere.
What do we need?
Malort.
What are we doing here?
All right, yes, that is a good point. Let me get off of the. Let's get to.
Oh, you didn't take the. All right.
Take what? No, I didn't do. I have.
We forgot about that.
Oh, from your house. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm still doing coconut milk. So mine might be really disgusting.
Yeah. Mine's coconut cream. Oh, you are set up. I gotta go and do
stuff. I'm not set up. I don't have my cups or my cup.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me what I need. We need coconut stuff. We need pineapple juice. We need Malort.
Juice. You need orange juice.
Orange juice? Okay,
orange juice.
That. Yeah.
And Malort.
I didn't see the message.
Could you not see the
right it there?
Oh, the message said, "Sniped you, bitch ass." Your bitch asses. That's right. He sniped us. He did it again. Right when I'm glad you did it right there because my beer was almost gone, and I was like,
Perfect
all right,
timing.
I'm about to open one. I'm glad you got me there because otherwise,
I gotta run 5 minutes.
Right. You're gonna take 5 minutes? Damn it! I'm gonna talk for 5 minutes. It's been good. I haven't seen you on for a little bit, Josh. So thank you very much for getting the snipe in there. I don't know if I'm not gonna get us Debbie Downer. The reason why we were late for a day is all. I had some family stuff going on, so that's that. And I'll probably at some point tell you guys it's nothing with my like my wife or kids or anything like that. It's more of dealing with my mom's stuff and stuff like that. So that's why we were a little bit late. So, but yeah, we did. I will say last weekend, Lowry had his 40th birthday. So we went down to his place, dance. I'm not Zoolander. You can't make me dance. You got to get more I got to have the Malort in me. And that's funny that you did that. I don't wear my Malort shirt very often on the cast. Normally this is just like, when we've done the Smith con thing, or when I feel like we are going to drink. This was my only clean one left out of our t-shirts for that. You know what? Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plug our stuff. I'm going to get everything here. Let's jump over to the store really quick so you guys can see what other stuff we got there. Card preview. Yes. No, I'm trying to, what am I showing you guys? So it just so happened that I was wearing this shirt tonight. Now everything's going delayed. I apologize for that. So I don't normally wear this. God, I don't even know why this is blurry. When we click on it, it's here. It's totally fine. So that's the new playmat stuff. You guys have seen that, so you guys can check that out. This is one of the ways you can support the Commander Smith. So this is the new way we're going to kind of do things, is the tags in the middle. Just kind of get to the segment right away so we can get the posers out of the way, the people that just want to hear the main topic and then don't want to hear about our shenanigans over the weekend. I'm just going over the store there, Lowry.
Perfect.
So I didn't do tags necessarily. I was just kind of saying this is...
So we'll redo this again in like 5 minutes.
After the Malort search. I'm really not looking forward to this. All right. So yeah, we got the store open. The biggest thing, again, the same thing is the... Oops, not there. The play mats are the newest thing there. We got the mugs here. Lowry has... Oh, man, you're already mixing it all up. So I want to see...
Well, okay, you have coconut milk. I have coconut cream. I'm fairly certain that coconut cream has some water in it.
Oh,
and I don't feel any. So
I don't feel any here
chunk.
either. I don't feel any in this either. So yours doesn't. So it doesn't. What does your can look like? Can I see your cans? Oh, yeah, I didn't see that anywhere.
Does yours look like cream? Is it a creamy coconut?
I haven't opened it yet. I have to go get my can opener. I got to get a glass.
Well, that's okay. So now I have to tap dance?
Yes, you have to tap dance. I think the next, what you're going to do is the other tags. Let's get all our tags out of the way. So
you've only done this?
I've only done the store because I was like, I almost started saying the stuff that the reason why we were late, but then I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about it right now. So I got into this.
Okay.
So why don't
go
you
get your can opener?
All right.
I showed you my cans. Okay. Get you two trash for $40. That's kind of true. It's kind of true, Josh. All right. Doing tags. I'm going to be honest. When he does this, I don't listen. I zone out for like that 5 minutes or whatever. But you can find us on YouTube here. Subscribe if you like. That'd be greatly appreciated. We have a bunch of videos that come out every week. Curated has fallen off. That is my fault. I need to get back into it. But we do box openings, we do battle boxes. We're not doing it this week, but we do pre-con upgrades, we do deck building stuff. Last one I did Dr. Madison Lee with energy and infinite bobblehead stuff. What else is there? We are on TikTok. That is where other things get posted. We do we're on X, but not really. Who really is anyway? And what else do we do? It's a monthly or weekly podcast. We do this generally Monday night. OnlyFans. When? Never. Apologies. We got wives. But I did everything, okay? Hey, I just finished. So we're good to go.
You know, the one thing I don't know is what is our measurements for everything?
No, that's what I was hoping you would do.
Well, let's Google it then. Goddamn microphone. All right. So what is the drink we were drinking? I got to look back on my stuff. Good thing I got my little protein shake mixer, so I'm going to try to use that.
Either way, I know we have 3 shots of Malort in there.
3 shots of Malort, and this is
Has to
called...
be 3.
The fuck is this one called? Totally organized, because I was totally expecting that we were going to hit this today.
Right,
Nope.
we've had this going for about a month. I was not expecting
Painkiller.
this.
All right, let's Google that bad boy. Painkiller drink. I don't remember what. Oh, there we go. It's all one word. Okay, let's get that. How to make it? Painkiller. Da 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 da. Where are we? Can you? Okay, there we go. So it's. So we're doing 3 ounces. So we're gonna kind of go a little more brutal with this one here. Get the advertisements out of there. Block everything. I don't want to see it. So 4 ounces of pineapple. Let's get the Malort in first.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna admit, that looks like a lot of Malort. I don't like that one fucking bit. That's 3 shots.
Oh god. All right. So 1, 2. I feel like the count. Oh, and I just 3, or it's the Tootsie Roll center of the Tootsie Pop. 3. I kept trying to make you take Malort this weekend for your birthday, but you wouldn't do it. It's like, Malort, when I get enough, drink well, live great. All
Right, you're real aggressive with that Malort. Let's do it. I was like, no. I just like that nobody else was in on it either. It's just
Why
you.
did I lick my hand? I did it again. Okay.
Rookie.
All right. So
Fucking
4
rookie.
ounces.
Oh yeah. Hey, we got a Patreon too with the Discord. If you become a patron for $1, you can join our Discord, which has the awesome people in the world.
Basically all the people
we
that
know.
are on
I
here
guess
right
that's
now.
getting more specific. But we that's the deal. We give away proxies that Adam creates. Sometimes we post a video on that as well.
Mm-hmm.
He takes suggestions, but doesn't do them. He ignores you as much.
You're a douche canoe. All right. And heavy syrup. All right. So I got pineapple.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
I got pineapple
you-
and heavy syrup.
Oh, you're just doing your stuff. All right. Pineapple juice.
No.
What did you do?
Nothing. It just doesn't look like it's a lot of syrup. I mean, it says heavy syrup. I guess we'll see. Where'd my shot
All right.
glass go? All right. So
Orange
it says
juice.
4 ounces of pineapple juice. Oh, that is not coming out. Oh no. Am I just gonna have to straight up do pineapples in it? Oh no.
What do you mean?
Like it's barely like the pineapple. I don't have. Do you have pineapple juice?
Yes. Well, I have pineapple chunks and there's juice in there.
Yes, I have pineapple with heavy, pineapple chunks with heavy syrup. So
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm hoping that it was gonna have a lot of syrup, and I didn't realize we were gonna do.
Syrup is not juice.
Yeah, it's juice.
No, it's sugar. All right, 4 ounces.
This is awful.
Oh, I didn't do any of the. Okay, I don't have nutmeg or freshly grated. Oh, nutmeg. All right.
I'm gonna
Or
have to do.
I guess I have a pineapple.
I
like,
think
not
I'm
gonna do that
switching
shit.
mine to do 1 ounce of pineapple juice, and I'm gonna do 4 ounces of orange juice because that's the only way. I don't think. Look at this is as much as I got out of my pineapple juice. Mine's gonna be modified. Oh shit! Come on, just give me an ounce in there. Otherwise, I'm gonna be drinking like. Oh my god, this is gonna be terrible. Especially, I kind of wanted the pineapple juice to be in there. All
I'm
right.
glad I got this big of a cup.
So I'm going to do 4 ounces of the orange juice. No, I don't have pineapple juice. Who has just pineapple juice just hanging out? 1.
People that want something real nice and sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I
Doesn't
mean?
that make something taste a little different?
I don't know.
I've heard.
How do you know?
I'll have to ask Cindy about that one. 3.
How much pineapple do you? Apparently you don't do it.
And I'll eat pineapple, but not the juice. All right. So that is 4 shots of orange juice, and then I got
This
one.
This is a fucking pint. I still have to get the coconut cream in here.
mine. I have ice in
1
mine.
ounce
though.
coconut cream.
All
All
right.
right, that legitly, I'm gonna have to scoop this shit out.
Opening this bad boy up. Oh shit. I hope it's not. Mine says juice or milk, so it better be milk and not lumpy. Because I'm gonna be. Oh no, it's lumpy.
Right, that's my
Oh,
thing. Mine
No,
is.
it's lumpy as shit.
This is hard.
I think we have the same thing. It's just a different name. That is not. Look at that. This looks like pasta sauce, like your
Oh
Alfredo
no.
sauce.
Okay, there is a hole. Okay, so I stuck my finger in it. Which it does need to get mixed. I need to go and get a spoon.
Yeah. Wait,
There has to be.
is there? What do you say needs to be mixed? Like you're
Oh,
just.
there's liquid at the bottom. So stick your finger in it, create a hole.
Lick it. Just lick it off your finger.
No,
Try
that's
it.
very. Look at.
Oh, it smells weird.
It looks rough, but there's liquid at the bottom. I swear.
This is terrible.
No, stick. Rob, do you have a
stick
spoon or something?
No,
I just don't. So I had to use my finger.
I
but
have a toothpick.
just use your finger. Why are you so afraid of using your
'Cause-
finger?
'cause
Just
then
stick it through and see if there's moisture at the bottom.
This is so disgusting. All right, right? You guys can see it. Oh God, that is disgusting.
Is it hollow at the bottom?
This feels like it just turned X-rated because I don't know what's happening. I have to stick it way in there.
You're right.
Oh God, look at my.
Let me see it. I'm gonna see if I can make some noises.
This is stupid.
Can you hear that?
It probably is. This is just. I'm crying and I can't wipe my face because I'm like coconut cream.
I
milk
just got
on
so
my-
much. Yeah.
This
Oh
is
yeah.
just
Coconut
dripping.
just creamed on me.
All right, you go get whatever you need. I need to get a napkin.
I'm just
is what I
covered in
need.
coconut here. I don't know if I can get out of here.
Oh my
right.
God, this is ridiculous.
Did you not have like a liquid at the bottom?
No, there is. Okay, I can show it.
Okay, you go get yourself a spoon too.
Well, I don't need it. I was just gonna pour.
It's getting weird.
Well, I'm not gonna leave. I'll stay on for a second. Oh, I just want to. Is this gonna taste weird? Oh, that's weird. Josh, keep the $60. This is getting weird. You did it, Josh. Let's see if I can pour. Oh, it's working. It's all. Oh, it's lumpy. This is gonna be awesome. And my eyes are watering like crazy. This is so gross pouring into there. Come on, get 1 ounce because it's all I need is 1 ounce of cream. Without the whole thing, I gotta milk it again. This is so disgusting. It feels really, really dirty. I wish I could. Hang on. I was just trying to look at it just drip into there. I'm laughing because. Oh, it's going down my hand. Hang on. Oh. All right, Lowry, I'm getting it. Oh, you can't hear me yet. Now you can hear me. I'm almost there. There, it's almost.
What does
full.
that even mean?
Oh shit! The whole thing almost went in. Oh God, dude. All right, I got a shot.
You got to mix the two up.
What?
Yeah.
I know. Hang on. I gotta get a napkin and I'll be right back. Hang on.
No, it's a separation thing. I know you're gone now. And I know we're not bartenders, clearly, right? But we started out not in a good spot. We were not in the headspace of, oh, this is gonna happen tonight. Fuck. It just made a huge mess. Oh. All right. Let's see here. This is not going well. Just doing a little spinaroonie at the bottom. Try and make it a little bit less. It's like total separation. That was a little bit of what I was worried about.
Oh,
But yeah,
boy.
we're
Oh. It's All right, so I got it pretty full.
Yeah, but you're just using the liquid.
Yeah, I mean that's what.
No, the whole thing is that's the thing.
What's the thing?
You have a solid part and a liquid part, and you need them combined a little bit.
Oh my god, this is disgusting. Why did we pick?
Fine. Do you not?
I thought this was like the easiest. Like we had the voting.
Other than the making.
Yeah, I was gonna say the making of this makes it the most. No, this is pretty chunky. Going in the shot glass.
This isn't gonna like work. I don't know how to do this.
Stump the Smith Savant is gonna be very interesting. All right. I am pouring the full shot into the... Oh. Okay. This is going to be bad.
I think I'm just going to take a couple scoops.
That's what I did. That's what I was doing.
You're just doing...
Well, I scooped it into the shot.
Oh. God damn it. I spilled so much liquid all over my lap.
You sure it's liquid? All right. I got
yes, it was thicker than what I thought.
All right, I got my little shaker in there.
All right, let's. What do you mean you got a shaker?
Well, I got my protein shake. So that's how
I'm fucking jealous.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna grab that. So I got a little cap on that, so this doesn't get everywhere. All right.
Yeah, this is still chunky, and we just got to move on, don't we?
I'm not gonna drink until you're ready to drink.
Oh, how kind of you.
I will smell it. I will. God, that's a lot. That's a lot that we got to finish in like 30 minutes. Hopefully
Right.
you take a long time. What happens if you do Stump the Smith Savant really fast? What the hell do we do?
This is curdling.
Oh, I didn't look at it. The inside. I kind of want to look at the inside. I'm going to pull it open.
All right, this was a terrible idea.
Oh, it smells awful. Oh,
Straight awful idea.
that's
curdling. I don't think I realized this was going to curdle.
The pineapple,
Great.
I think, is going to be... I wish I had more pineapple, because that's what I can smell over the orange juice almost. And I only have one shot of pineapple.
Yeah, this is straight just... Okay, I'm going to throw this over because it's going to be a fucking mess. Bill, I thought you were our friend.
Why? Bill didn't do it. Josh bought it.
I understand that Josh bought it, but he's just the mechanism. Bill's the one that suggested this, and I think we both thought it was going to be fucking easy.
It was a pink drink. Or is it pink? What color is this one? Oh,
That's actually kind of true. It is our own fault at this point. I'm mixing this up, and this is just chunky at this point. This is... Every ounce counts. That's what I have on. Fucking terrible.
Bidenomics, nice. But Josh said, good call. They used to be cheaper when we did this. No, it's because we were doing the shots and we just didn't want to drink Malort every single week. So we were like, all right, let's change it up so that we have a drink that we can sip on.
Josh, it's not an every week thing. It's just this thing now.
Yeah,
so
it's a once a month.
Technically, you're saving money.
Yeah, right. Thanks, Obama. Nice on that. All right.
Thanks a lot, Obama.
I gotta open this. All right, there we go.
This is.
All right, I got a little.
I wish
bit
I
of
had
a
like
taste.
an emulsion blender or something.
You're gonna have to get a protein shake thing next
I'm
time.
gonna do this. I don't have one.
Get them on Amazon.
Did you-
They're cheap-ish.
Did you know that coconut fat floats? 'Cause I'm staring at eyeful here. All right, we doing this?
Thank you
Josh,
guys.
Who's everybody that was a part of this one?
RoboCop did, and
Token Joker.
Token Joker. I think Travis. Oh,
Travis Knight.
Yep. Thank
Josh.
you guys. Yep. You guys all. Thank you guys. All right. Or kind of. Thank you. We'll see. Cheers.
Kinda.
All right. Here we go.
Cheers, man. Cheers, everyone.
Oh. It's not. Oh, there's the Malort. Oh, the Malort comes in way later. Oh. I thought it was good for a second. I was like, I don't even taste Malort. Nope, there's the Malort.
I just don't like the. I don't like the floating coconut. It's
This is a lot of drink to finish.
right. I'm gonna have to start. Big gulps. Big gulps.
Here we go. Here we go. It starts off good.
Okay.
You get the flavor of the orange juice, and then it does what Malort does. It's that aftertaste.
Well, number one, I don't like chewing my drinks. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god. That sounded really Minnesotan there. Oh my god. Oh gee. I don't know. I'm gonna fucking.
All right, we can move on at this point. I'm
okay. Ugh. Where are we gonna? Oh, we gotta go to the polls. The problem is I gotta stay on top of this to get this all freaking done because there's no way I'm gonna be able to do this. And I got spillage of coconut everywhere. Oh.
Do you think Malort is the densest and would go to the bottom? I understand that. Oh, it probably is. Like the juices are maybe lighter.
This is bad. This is not good. I don't know which one's worse. Is the first one that we took worse?
Oh, by far. By far. The ranch one is maybe one of the worst things I've ever done.
So the weird thing about this is like you drink it and it's like, oh, I can just take, well, mine is orange juice and substitute of the pineapple juice. And so you drink it and it's like, oh yeah, it's good. And then it's that kick afterwards. It's like the Malort kick. I'd say it's not as cringeworthy, obviously, as the ranch one or taking a straight Malort shot.
The ranch one was 100 times worse
But doing a full thing of this is awful. All right, let's get to the I gotta get to the button. What are we at? Ugh. Okay, so we gotta remind ourselves that next time we pick an easier drink to make. Because
I don't think that's possible. You want Malort and Tabasco sauce? That's what's happening.
This is terrible. All right, it is the final four of.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event.
All right, it is we're getting to the finals here. Did you see what happened with the voting and all that stuff with this? Do you know where we're at with all that? You missed the straight, but we might bring some of the straight if we do straight Malort shots at some point again, they'll be back to their normal prices. So it's just we just didn't want to have Larry's gout was flaring up, and we don't want to get that, so we had to make it so it wasn't oh, my ears are getting hot. Okay, so Larry, how did you think we had? Let me get these up here without showing them. On my side of the bracket, it had my two going against each other. Hellkite Tyrant going against Feldar Sovereign. Where do you think that one shook out?
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I'm fairly certain that Hellkite Tyrant took that down. I think that has a shot, but
Where do you think that was?
To win it, 60-40, high 60s.
You're pretty close. It was a 65% of the votes went to Hellkite Tyrant. So Hellkite Tyrant moves on to the finals. So number 2.
It might be at the bottom. Oh.
All right. And then on the other side, we had Thassa's Oracle going against Approach of the Second Sun. The one that we thought was the biggest, the only chance we thought that maybe Thassa's would be taken down.
Yeah.
Do you think it happened? Do you think we got Thassa's out of there?
I don't think so. I think I caught early voting on this one. And Thassa's was, it might have been like 50-50 after like 8 votes or something. But I do think it won at least by 5 or 10%.
This one was pretty similar. 62% goes to Thassa's. So number 1 seed takes down number 4 seed Approach of the Second Sun. So we get the finals starting tomorrow, which will be the number 1 Thassa's Oracle going against Hellkite Tyrant for the number 1 card of you win the game. So make sure you guys check out YouTube and vote there. Okay, so I'm hoping this takes you a long time to do because we got to get to Stump the Smith Savant, and we are a lot.
Where are you at? I'm almost done.
Are you really? I can't see it. It's all.
I'm like half.
I'm like not half. I'm almost half. Maybe one more drink here, and I'll be at half. All right. Let me get to the right buttons here. Where are you? There we go. It's time for everyone's favorite game show, Stump the Smith Savant.
It's what's at the bottom. Hurry up. It's, oh my God.
Ugh. All right.
I'm getting chills in it right now. It is much worse. Yeah, Malort is heavy, apparently.
Yeah, I'm starting to taste more on mine, even though I shook mine up with the shaker and everything. All right.
I was stirring mine up.
If you guys don't know how this game works, I am going to read the flavor text of a card, and Lowry is going to try to guess the card by asking yes or no questions. Ugh. Every yes will hear this.
Hello, boobies.
Every no will hear this.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
He will get up to 5 wrong guesses before he is considered stumped. He gets up to 3 clues. The card has to be in at least 10,000 EDH rec dice. You know we didn't. Did you do all the tags? Sorry, just kind of like interrupting and everything with
Maybe.
It. Maybe.
I don't know.
Whatever. We're doing this.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you have a puke cloth with you there? Is that what that is?
Well, no, this shit's messy. I had like a plastic like
Puke
thing
bag?
to catch everything, but I'm gonna have to wash up. I got this coconut shit everywhere.
You guys can send your suggestions to me. If you're a part of the Discord, you can direct message me. If you're not, you can shoot us an email at commandersmiths@gmail.com. Lowry's record currently is 86-28, so this is round 28. Week 7, we will come up with the 3rd prize, but currently we have the proxy of the foil Legolas of Trouble in Pairs and Meticulous Archive in foil actual card, no proxy there. There will be a 3rd card, so if Lowry gets stumped here, we'll let you know. Otherwise, we'll let you guys know after the cast. We should do one of the top 10 cards, to be honest with you. I think that's what we should do.
Do you want to chug the rest of yours?
No. I'm going to do it while you're guessing and stuff, because look at that.
Oh, that's true. I got it. All right. I'm going to chug mine.
Oh,
I don't want to do it anymore. Right, hold on. I was like psyched out when you were talking about it. And then
all right, ready?
Right.
1, 2, 3. Oh, my God. Ah, gross. That is disgusting.
Oh. Oh.
Did you just hit the mic too? With the...
I don't know. The things.
All right. Lowry will get up to 3 clues.
Now that I'm 40, I'm making all them 40-year-old noises. I'm clearing my throat. Oh my God.
He gets up to 3 clues. If he can get everything about the card but can't get what the card name is, he will get the initials of the card. If he still has a clue left over, he'll get a bonus clue. I think that's everything there. Again, our stumper this week is Ken Dahmer. And I think that's it. All right, here we go, guys. This is a long one, so bear with me on this one. I've eliminated the chat, so chat can play along, see if we can get it before Lowry does. And here we go. The Spark Mage shrieked, calling on the rage of the storms of his youth. To his surprise, the sky responded with a fierce energy he'd never thought to see again. Let me read that again. The Spark Mage shrieked, calling on the rage of the storms of his youth. To his surprise, the sky responded with a fierce energy he'd never thought to see again.
I'm very certain I know what this card is. And I will... Let's see here. Originally on core set, or M10, red lightning bolt.
Oh, no.
You're gonna have to chug that some bitch.
Oh no!
Hello, boobies.
Oh no, and I don't have the right one up. That is it. It's the court. It's actually the M10 one that I was supposed to have up there. But the Clue one has it. Son of a bitch. Oh no.
Deep analysis. Jackal. All right, analysis. Look, so this is the reasoning behind this. Start chugging, all right? And the thing is that this was an M10 and hadn't been reprinted for years. And that's the whole thing. And he'd never thought to see again when it was printed or reprinted. People went fucking nuts. They're like, it's back in standard. It's back. It's in modern or whatever. Modern wasn't a thing at that point, but people went fucking crazy with, because Lightning Bolt is still a legitimate card and it was too good. It'd be like reprinting Dark Ritual. Like that'd be fucking nuts in a standard and or like modern. How you doing there, bud?
It's terrible. This is terrible. This is fucking awful. You keep
And
going.
so I read that card a lot at that point. This is wheelhouse right here.
Well, Ken, I didn't even get to any of my clues because they were trying to. I knew you'd get.
You need to
Lightning Bolt,
drink and not talk.
and I was trying to throw you off with all the clues and all that stuff. I like went super fucking difficult. Took a lot of time doing that, and it was a fucking waste. Oh,
You're doing all right.
Oh shit. Okay.
What? Can I hear it? First one.
Oh.
Can I hear the first clue, please?
The art features a mage on a snowy mountain doing his best Saruman impression.
I would have known that too. All right. Can I hear the second clue, please?
The text features limited spot removal or potential player removal depending on life totals. Trying to really get you out there. And then this was the giveaway because this card is in 190,000 EDH rec decks most used. And can you guess what deck would most use?
You're just drinking. Sorry, what was that? What were you saying?
What deck uses this the most?
Ooh. What deck? Probably Torbrand?
Nope.
How about Fire Song and Sunspeaker?
I'll give you this hint. It is a partner.
Like it has partner or it's like partner? It has partner?
It has partner. I don't know why going like kung fu stance. I'm just like,
yeah, you're trying to protect yourself. And I'm gonna go with that 5 mana red blue thing. It's like a zombie flying.
I'll give you another hint. He was in a recent secret lair, like within this year.
I don't know.
He was in the serial secret lair. This is my way of doing Stump the Smith Savant because it's you got it so damn quick. The recent serial secret lair.
No. Adrix and Nav. Clark.
There we go. Kirk the Thumbless. So he's in the most used in Kirk the Thumbless. And then
I got a first run shy.
when was the first printing of this card?
The first one's Alpha.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. So Alpha is the giveaway. Hey, I'm almost there. Look at that. It's down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Did we want to do our normal like, hey, how's it going? How was your weekend? How did your weekend go?
Oh, do I even say it?
No, we could do my thing.
Okay,
That's what I was intending.
Okay. Yeah, it was fun.
We stayed up until 4 a.m. playing Magic.
Well, get that right though. We stayed up until 1:30 just talking, like all five of us. Like it was your wife and Alex and Mark there, and we stayed up just talking. And then she was like, "All right, I'm going to bed." And I was like, "All right, Magic time until fucking 4 a.m." Yeah. I spent.
I went and got cards at midnight. They were up on the table that whole time. We started at 9, went to 1:30, just bullshitting, and then and then we played some games.
Sorry.
How's that going for you? I mean, I can talk when you're drinking.
I know, but I thought it was going to come back up there for a second. I did the whole cheek thing.
Just focus. Keep it down.
All right, one more.
This isn't even close. There's a lot on the sides there, though. I don't like this chunky shit. All right.
All right, here we go. Okay.
That is 30-second delay. I agree.
Ugh.
But there's a 30-second delay that you see of us as well.
You got
it
him.
down? You got it down?
Yeah, you got him. Look at that. That's
Nice
all
job. There you go.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turned 40 last week.
You're old.
I'm as old as you.
Yeah, for a little bit. I'm about to be. 41.
In real time, I'm older than you. My body is older than yours. How about we say that?
Why is your body older than me? Because you didn't go
When
to
was
the
the last
doctor.
time you had shingles?
I was gonna say you didn't go to the doctor for your gout fast enough.
Right. Well, there's that too. I've had gout more times than you, but it's the shingles that puts it over the edge for me, in my opinion.
It's because you worked on roofs all the time.
That's not how that works.
I'm pretty sure scientific. That's how it goes.
Going back, how did it feel to play my decks? Because you never, I can't remember the last time you played one of my decks. Because you're. What was it like, other than complaining the whole time?
No,
you and Alex just bashing the whole time.
It was fun to bash your decks. It's fun when it's not mine. There's a different play. I can see the ramp, like so many land. Like it was kind of insane how much land was in it. So you never feel mono screwed, which is really nice. I think how my decks are less. And so a lot of times I'm like, oh, I'm hoping I hit a land. Yours, I never felt that way, so that was kind of nice.
Okay.
The first game was funny because I threw the goading everybody's creatures out just to be like, hey, I'm going to get everybody knocked down. Didn't realize that hashtag Team Forest Walk, which had no Forest Walk because there's nobody that had Forest on the board. He had so many tokens and the pumps and all that stuff. He was going to wipe, that was Mark playing it, wipe both of you out. And then I was like, oh, shit. I don't have an answer for that. But then I played your Connive deck. And
Rafine.
In that deck, every time I played you in that deck, it goes nuts. And it went nuts. I didn't realize I was going to win the game there. You know, that's the funny thing is like,
right.
I got all these creatures out. And then you were like, why didn't you play him that turn? I was like, well, I'm just trying to get stuff out here. And then I got him out and then connived and killed everybody at once. It was just like, boop, 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 boop. All right, good night. Thanks, Bill, for stopping in, buddy.
Yeah. Archfiend of Ifnir in Rafine is the best card.
Yeah. So
it's absolutely the best card in the game in that deck.
I set up to get that, you know, because it was in my hand. I'm like, all right, we're going to get creatures out. And then next turn, I'll have enough mana to play that and then Rafine out. And then it was... But Mark was scary because he had all the clues, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, the new clue commander that gives turns your clues to 3/3s." I thought we were all dead to him, and then it was just like board wipe. No one could do anything. I had everything. Kill everybody, and it was game over. Yeah. So it was. They're good decks. Like it was fun, but Rafine every time I played it or played against you with it, it does that. You know?
Yeah,
like,
Rafine is really really good.
Yeah. It's a good
and they've added a couple of more cards. So there is one from the Clue set or Deep Clue C, where it's 5 mana. When you whenever you attack, you get to your creatures get +X for each card that you've drawn.
Yeah,
that turn. It's not even an attack trigger. I think that's just what it is. And so when you're drawing so many cards and they get +X, like that's a game winner right there too. So you have a handful of those in Rafine. It's a great card. Close to dying as a deck just because it does what it does.
Right. It wins a lot is what you kind of do that. You either your decks die if they don't do their thing that you want them to do, or they do it too good. Like becomes too powerful. And that's Rafine is almost that way. You at least whenever I see you play it, you at least take out one, if not two players, if not win the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like that deck doesn't.
Right. I need to hit one of those bangers though in it. So, but it was fun to see how the decks interacted amongst themselves. I think that's kind of I think that was kind of a fun experiment. I wouldn't have a problem doing it at your place when it gets down to
Yeah.
just a handful of people at the end of the night.
What it made me feel like, what I liked about it, and what I've liked about it before when we've done this before, is it feels like you're playing obviously a pre-con because it's not your deck, but it's a tuned up pre-con. You know, it's our style. It's not pre-con, but you know what I'm saying? Like pre-cons, you're like, oh, I open this up and I just play it, and it's not a deck I built, and I'm learning as I go. Right. And so that's what it feels like. You're like, oh, I'm playing this pre-con, but it's like, oh shit, I can do crazy shit, you know, like this and this and that. So that I like that aspect of it. I like mixing that in. So I think number 2 sometimes does that, where it's like the deck roulette type thing where everybody brings a deck in and then you and then switch it around.
That part I wouldn't like.
Right.
Like I like the idea of everybody playing, because generally people play at, like, they build to a very similar power level, and not everybody does that. And that's so that deck roulette still has that problem of you ending up with decks that you don't really know how to play, and there's still the varying power levels. And so I don't think it needs to be a see how it feels for this player type thing. Like, I know how it is. I just want them to build a better deck. You know, it doesn't have to be a good deck, just a better deck.
Do I have the button ready there?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at the end.
Good for you? That, I don't know.
Oh, good for you.
It's starting to hit me now, though. This is the bad part.
Yeah, they
probably gonna just drink after this, sadly, or goodly. But yeah, it was great to have you and Mark and Alex stay later, and just a lot of the family show up. I got to see a couple of friends I haven't seen in a long time, and that was nice. And
yeah, and then the drive the next day was amazing. Just kidding.
I'm sure it wasn't.
I think that's. Do we have an advertisement right there? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Oh man,
somebody that's really into dogs.
My ears are starting to get warm now at this point. Oh, you know what? I do need to draw the next week one.
Oh, good call. Who has? Oh, I broke the record. I broke the fucking record.
Oh, good. Well, let's get to that.
Yeah, we need to figure out what we're going to win.
Good for you.
Yeah, why don't we do that? We got a little bit of time here. Let's look at our top 10. What is around that $15 range, Lowry?
I don't know. Did I leave everything up, or did I?
Hey, Copper the dog. Didn't we just get him not that long ago? I think he's done a couple of them. And I'm selling a card for him on eBay. Hey, check that out. If you guys want a bobblehead with a serialized thing, check out my eBay. Because it's actually Copper the dog's serialized thing that he pulled. So it's one of the bobbleheads. Oh, you got to play your bobble. Did you play that this weekend? Yeah, you played bobblehead, didn't you?
That was the first game that we played.
Okay, so we got our top 10.
What about, I think we could potentially do a version of Lost Jit.
Where do we got? Let's check that out.
Yeah, that one's too expensive.
Let's get,
unfortunately.
Let's
or
get
we could do Fomori
TCG.
Vault.
TC.
I think we could do either one of those. I don't know what TCG's doing.
Let's check it out. Let's see. You said, oh, Fomori. Because we have done that in the past.
Fomori Vaults are number one. I think that's a sexy card. Scryfall is saying $8 at the cheapest, so that generally means we can probably get some special version and or a foil in on that.
Oh yeah, we could probably pop that up to. Let's get Fomori Vault. I'm just gonna see what versions we got here. We also got the alt art. Ooh, we could do this one. The alt art is only $12. That little guy right. Hang on, let me get this so you guys can see it a little better. So $12.50 for that guy. Filters. Let's throw in a foil there. It's not out, so Oh no,
That's true.
That's a little higher.
The foils are a little expensive.
Yeah,
huh?
that's a little much.
little much there.
Let's,
We'll figure it out.
let's do Fomori Vault
Vault.
is going to be the third third card that is for the ante for this. So you have the Trouble in Paris Proxy in foil, which is fucking sexy. Then you have the Surveil Land, which is the Meticulous Archive in foil.
blue white one.
And then we will add the Fomori Vault in the extended showcase art, probably just the regular at this point. It does release this weekend, so maybe the prices drop a little bit. If the foils get down a little bit more, maybe not a little bit, a lot of bit more, then we'll get that. But even still, like you're looking at like a $30 prize at this point, probably. So,
I mean, a full art foil might be worth it too. I just don't. So like, it doesn't have to be the special art.
well, let's see what
I think
that
a full
is.
art foil could be
A
within range and has a good
I
chance.
do like that art on that, the full art foil.
Yeah.
So, or full art. So the full art now it froze. Oh no. My
It
computer's
looks like
doing
it's
that-
20 something. So
Okay.
maybe if it comes down a little bit.
My computer's going crazy.
All right. Bye everybody.
I can't even shut anything down. Remember when it did that black thing? The black screen thing?
Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
I'm seeing everything fine.
I know, but it might be going away.
Well, just
say
exit. Let's do this
I
thing.
I can't do anything.
Just say something.
Oh,
Can you press a button?
No, I can't do anything. It's just sitting here. We can't leave. We are streaming
Stuck here
forever.
forever?
It's the damn Malort. No, my mouse is frozen.
Oh, everything's fucked. I think we could just say it and then I'll edit it. YouTube's fucked, but now I'm frozen.
Are you frozen? Yeah, no, it's done. All right, so guys, this is the end of it. We're get out of this. If you're hearing this at this point, then you're lucky. Otherwise, it's gone. So, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. Something like, how do we do this?
Thanks.
We'll catch you next
I
week.
say thanks for listening.
Yeah, that's right. All right, well, we'll catch you guys next week.
Thanks for listening.
See ya.
Bye.
Sega. And where is the? There we go.
Oh, the button does work.
It does, but my whole computer's frozen. I can't see anything.
You're just gonna have to do a hard reboot.
Yeah.
Thanks for the memories.
Shut everything down. Fuck up YouTube.
You know
What's
what
going
it is?
on?
It's the damn Malort drink. Is what?
Are we
did it
just
all.
gonna keep on going?
I
Is
don't
it still
know.
going?
It is still going, but
You got a button to. We got the hey, smash that like button and subscribe.
I can't hit anything.
Should I be doing this? Because I forgot. I had notes. Hold on. I could do mine right now. Should I do it?
Yeah, do it. Just
Hey, Meat Forest, could you kindly tap the like and subscribe button? And if you've ever in the mood to head over to the commandersmiths.com and you can get a shirt and mugs as you see on screen, thumbs up, and some other stuff. Thank you. We're still going though, right?
Yeah, it is. This is a
trouble?
disaster. Okay, just so it's for me and you here. I'm gonna do a hard shutdown, and I will talk to you in a little bit.
Bye.
All right.